Money Matters is sponsored by Strategic Wealth Designers.
The U.S. economy expanding at a record 33.4% annual pace from July through September. It's a sharp recovery from the second quarter's 31.4% drop. Consumer spending surged at an annual rate of 41%, and private investments were up 86.3%. Analysts warn it's likely that a rise in COVID cases slowed growth during the last 3 months of the year. Well, another round of stimulus checks will be going out next week, which is expected to have a big impact on the economy to start off the new year.
Fox 59's Jessica Hayes sat down with Josh Smith. He's with the Strategic Wealth Designers, and they are discussing this new relief bill and what it could mean for your money.
I'm joined today by Josh Smith. Josh, who will the stimulus plan money help the most?
Well, I think it's really going to fall into three categories who the stimulus funds are going to help the most. I think low-income families are going to be assisted. There's a provision for direct payments again. I think this time it's reduced from the previous. It's about $600 per taxpayer. And then secondly, there's an extension of the PPP loan, so that we're looking for that to help some of those small and medium-sized businesses who've been directly affected from the government shutdowns in the economy. And then the third there's a reduced but still extension of the unemployment benefits. I am glad to see those benefits being extended, but at a reduced capacity, because of what a lot of employers were running into, where many people were being incentivized actually not to go back to work and staying on unemployment, and the government never really wants to be in that role. But those are the three folks who I think who the stimulus package are going to help the most.
And there was a lot of debating back and forth before Congress finalized this plan. So do you think we'll see more stimulus packages going forward, or are the worst of the financial woes maybe behind us?
It's hard to say. While $900 billion is a lot of money in our economy, it's a bit like a dump truck full of sand being dumped into the ocean. It may help for a little bit, but really what's going to help the economy recover is if we get back to some sense of normalcy. What I'm hearing now, it may be June or July of this year before that even starts to happen. It's hard to say if we'll see additional stimulus packages. Obviously, we have the Senate races, the runoff in Georgia. And then there's a growing concern about our growing government deficit as well. Long term, just with the printing of the money. And if that were to continue, the potential impact inflation could have as well. So it's really hard to say if we'll see additional stimulus packages into the future.
And news of the deal really didn't have a major impact on the stock market. Why is that, and should investors be concerned?
Well, the stock market always front runs, and I think many of the professionals in the know knew that some sort of stimulus package was going to be passed. So I wouldn't be too concerned as an individual investor if we didn't see too much of a move, because I feel like a lot of the stimulus package was priced in weeks and months ago into what the levels that you see today. So there really wasn't a surprise by professional investors that the stimulus was passed.
All right, Josh, thank you.
For more information on this topic or any other money saver, head on over to fox59.com and click on the Strategic Wealth tab.